We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On first down, Justin Herbert. Open man, here is Benson. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field, but to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
McCann's got it teed up. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. Man open. That's Henry Ruggs. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A first down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Raiders.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Mayfield. Complete. Jefferson the target. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield now. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Herbert now. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. McCann now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Back to the score, Chargers 14, Raiders 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 29, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. McCann's got it teed up. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Vegas.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Buying time to us, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right, and he's going to go down again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
And he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play, he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
McCann's got it teed up. On the return comes Drake. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Mayfield's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Michael Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Raiders 10. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. On the return comes Drake. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Mayfield on play action. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. On the return comes Drake. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now Mayfield. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Well, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
First down, Las Vegas.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And this will be incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Herbert off of play action. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Running on 1st down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open man here is Benson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
And this is, oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Vegas.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Raiders 10. Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. And got his man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They snap it to Herbert. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So, for the Chargers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.